Most people don't fail because they lack a plan, right? They fail because they forgot their reason why they started. I am not going to let that happen to you. I'm going to show you how to dig 7 levels deep into your why so that your goals become non negotiable. Pause the video and grab a pen because this one is very personable. Okay, this is a very personal live because why are you doing this? Why do you want to be in government contracting? That's a question that you need to ask yourself over and over again because numbers are going to get large. Sometimes you're going to feel like you're burnt out. Sometimes you're going to feel like you don't have the fuel to keep pushing. And if you don't have a reason why you are doing this, you're going to be completely burnt out. On the days when I sat at my desk and I wanted to quit, I had to continuously go back to my why over and over and over again. This live is very personal. I'm going to give you something that you can use to figure out your why. For some people, it is to break generational curses. For other people, it is maybe to take a trip with their family or, you know, pay for a house in full or get their new dream car. There's so many different whys out here. For me, my why, there was a few. But one was that I did not want my company to go under. I did not want to lose DD Logistics, and I had to figure out a way really, really quick to save my company. That is not the why I started with, but that's what it became about over and over. My true why was breaking generational wealth and also my kids. Those were my two specific whys. I even had to write them down, put them in my coat pocket, and I had to look at them often. They even had to go on my vision board. Because if you don't understand why you're doing this, a lot of things are going to come about that are going to stop you. Okay. When the numbers get too big and you're looking at $2 million, $3 million contracts, you're going to get fearful and you're going to want to quit. When you're seeing contracting officers email you and tell you you didn't win the bid, you're going to want to quit. When you're putting RFPs together that are unorganized and going after debriefs, you're going to want to quit when you're not winning those. When your prices are too high, you're going to want to quit, right? It takes a lot to be able to keep pushing in government contracting. That's just what it is. You have to have a set why. Why are you here? Why do you want to win a government contract? Like, why is this important? Why do you want to do this? These are all real questions that you need to grab a pen and a notebook and sit down with and ask yourself these questions. So, I'm a little early tonight, but I have an exercise for you, okay? And the link is in the description of this video. If you can't do it now, do it when you have some time alone, okay? It is called the 7 levels deep exercise. And there's some things that, because you guys often hear me talk about how many times I wanted to quit, the only reason why I kept going is because I had a why. I had a why and I had to go back, and your why is not always going to be the same. Sometimes it is going to change, and that is okay. It does not have to be the same why forever, but it's something to get you started to help you move forward, right? So, in this situation, what you're going to start with is why do I want to blank? 7 levels deep exercise. Why do I want to blank? In your case, it could be why do I want to win a government contract? Why do I want to be in government contracting? Those are the 2 questions you're going to ask yourself. And don't worry, there's going to be a link below with a PDF that's going to help you answer all of these questions, right? It's in PDF form, print it out. You can write on it, or you can use it in your Word document and it's edit, and you can edit it, right? In PDF filler, or you can edit it in one of the tools that you use like Adobe. Either way, you're going to have to keep it very, very close to you, right? So, number one is why do I want blank? In your case, it is why do I want to win a government contract? Why do I want to be in government contracting? Like, what? Why do I want to be here? So, number one is why do I want this? Okay, you're going to have to answer that question, and you're going to have to learn some things about yourself. Why do you want to win a government contract? Why are you here? What is your whole entire purpose? Are you here to inspire? Are you here to educate? Are you here to offer phenomenal services? Are you here to change the dynamic of your family? Are you here to be able to save some money to buy a home that you saw that you love? Like, what is it? Why are you here? Why do you want to do this? Okay. Now you're going to go down a level and dig a little bit deeper and ask yourself, why is it important? Why is this important to you? Why do you want to do this? That's something that you really need to think about, okay? So that's number 2, and it's the 7 levels deep exercise. All right, number 3, why does it matter? You see how you're starting? Why do I want this? Why is it important? Why does it matter? These are all very deep questions to ask yourself. You need to know these things because there's contracts out there that are huge. And I know it. I'm talking off experience because I wanted to quit so many times. If I didn't have a why, I was going to quit. Right? I knew that I had to have a why, that I had to have something that was extremely important because if I didn't, it wasn't going to work. You're going to have to go back to this 7 levels deep exercise at least once every 3 months. Okay? Because is it tough when you're losing? Absolutely. But you're learning. Right? So I felt like this video was very personal tonight because your why is just as important as mine. And if you don't have one, you're kind of just running in circles. You need to have a why. All right. And the whole sole purpose is so you can go back to that why because it's important to you. Right? It's very important that you be able to, understand why you're here, why you're doing this. Maybe you want to take your whole family on a trip. Maybe you want to buy a beautiful home. Maybe you want to buy your grandmother, her first ever real diamond necklace. Maybe it's just so many different things that we want, but you have to understand why first. If not, you're just going to be running in circles and things are not going to make sense, okay? We want things to make sense, okay? Number 4, why do I care about government contracting? That's a big one. That's a big one. So you're going to have to sit down with this PDF and do it on your own time when you have some free time for yourself. All right. Number 5 is why is it meaningful to me? Why is government contracting meaningful? Why is it meaningful to me? 7 levels deep exercise. You got to start looking at why you want this. There's a PDF in my description. Please use it. Okay, because tonight is deep. You're going to have to start asking yourselves. I can give you all of the P's and the Q's and everything that you need for government contracting. But if you do not understand why you want to be here, every single time something hard comes up, you are going to quit. That's just honesty. Every time you see big numbers like $1 million, $2 million, $3 million contracts and you get scared, guess what's going to happen? You're going to quit. There's so many reasons that you're going to quit because if you don't have a why, like I said, you're just going to be running in circles. Number 6, I'm sorry. Why does government contracting light a fire in you? And number 7, why is government contracting your purpose? What is the sole purpose? Do you want to work on just helping your local county or helping the state or helping federally? Do you want to put yourself on the map? Right? Do you want to? I am not supposed to be drinking Diet Coke, but the spirits just said, have a Diet Coke. You ever have something that you know you're not supposed to have it, and it makes it so much more delicioso? That's where I'm at right now. Okay, I'm not supposed to be drinking this, but wow, is it good? So 7 levels deep exercise, right? I'm just being so honest and raw with you. I had to go back to that so many times. I had to keep looking at my why. I had to keep readjusting it. I had to keep looking at it because I was looking at really big contracts. I would have never won a $300,000 contract with New York State if I didn't know my why. Like, I had to figure that out. Like, it is deeper than you. It is deeper than I just want to be happy. It is deeper than I just want to be rich. No, figure out, go deeper than this. Because if you start manifesting things and visually seeing things, what is going to happen is you're going to have to know what you want and why you want it. If you're not doing that work, it's going to be so easy for you to quit. You're going to go through things and you're just going to say, you know what? Every time a challenge or a situation comes up, you're just going to say, I had enough. I quit. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be times when you are at your desk and you're going to say, why am I doing this? Please do not ever forget why you started in government contracting. You're going to have to go back to that a lot, the whole thought process of it. Okay? Whoever it was for, whatever it was for, whatever the purpose is, you have to figure out why in the world are you doing this? Because I'll tell you right now, you deserve it. You 1000% deserve it. But it's not up to me to tell you that. It's up to you to find your why and understand that you deserve it. You don't need me to tell you that. You know you deserve it. You know what you are also capable of. But you got to have some direction. 7 levels deep exercise will help you with that. So the PDF that I created for you is free. It is in the description of this video. Print it out. Do whatever you have to do with it. But take 10 to 15 minutes for yourself and work on it because it will help you understand why you're doing what you're doing. It might even help you figure out a bigger purpose, like my YouTube channel right here. The 7 levels deep exercise was done in my life for my YouTube channel. I needed to understand why I wanted to do this. And for me, it was to educate and inspire women and men on government contracting and make not just myself rich, but other people rich as well. That was my why, okay, with my YouTube page. So find out what your why is, okay? If you already have a why, you are extremely blessed and it can change at any moment, right? Your why does not have to stay the same. But if you have a why, then you have direction. You know where you're going, right? Um, that is so important because it's going to be tough, honey. And your why is going to keep you grounded, it's going to keep you aligned, it's going to keep you where you need to be. Okay? The nights when you are sitting at your desk and you want to quit are hard nights. When you're thinking, like, okay, do I want to move forward and keep doing this? I done lost 6, 7, 8 bids. Why am I doing this? What is the whole point? Those nights are going to happen. Okay? You're also going to have fearful nights where you see contracts that are $3 million contracts and you're ready to bid on it. And then you start thinking things like, why me? Why would they choose me? Well, first of all, why wouldn't they choose you? Right? You're a small business. You make the economy go around. In the great American, in the great United States. So why would they not pick you? Right? You're going to have to go back to your why then as well. Okay. When you're asking for debriefs and you have to look at things that you have done wrong, you're going to have to go back to your why because that's a hard pill to swallow to look at what you did wrong on a government contract and how you got there. Right. Just all of these things that are going to make you want to quit. Your why is going to bring you back to who you need to be and why you started this in the first place. Because we get all hyped up like, yeah, I'm about to start government contracting. I'm about to start bidding on bids. And then that kind of dies down, right? You say it, but you have to keep that consistency going. You cannot just say, I'm going to bid on a government contract and think that this is all going to work out for you because there's going to be challenges. There's going to be challenges in this space. It is not going to be easy, but if you have a why, you have more direction than anyone. A why helps you understand. And then come back to this video. and comment and like tell me what you learned about yourself when you did the PDF on the 7 levels deep exercise. I want to know. I want to know what you learned when you were, and if it's personable, if it's personal and you don't want to share, that's okay too. All right, my master class, July 24th. You can pre-order your tickets. It's on Zoom, starts at 11 a.m. Okay, you can pre-order your tickets. All right, once you pre-order your tickets, you'll get your Zoom link, and then we will go from there. Okay, extremely excited about July 24th because the sole purpose is for you to win a government contract. It doesn't matter if it's local, state, or federal. I'm going to show you the clear strategy that I used in order to win government contracts. But we are going to touch on why. So work on this 7 levels deep exercise because you have to know why you want this, honey. That is very important, not only to me, but to you, because you can learn everything you want to learn about government contracting. But if you don't understand why you're doing this, it's a dud. It's going to be very tough for you to survive in these streets of government contracting. All right, so take some time when you have a chance to fill your cup, 10 to 15 minutes, download my PDF and take a look at it. There's 7 questions on there that'll really get your mind flowing, that'll really help you to start understanding why you want to be in government contracting. Right, and it's going to be, I thought it was going to be quick tonight, but quicker than usual. But every time you want to quit, go back to your PDF, right? It's just like I use the check. If you've seen my video with Dr. Kizzy Parks, I used a fake check to manifest the $300,000 contract with the New York State agency that I won it with. I kept that check. I kept it on my vision board and I looked at it every day. I touched it every day. I visualized it every day and it became real. And the same thing can happen with your why. If you nurture it, if you constantly keep it with you, constantly look at it, because there's going to be some days where, trust me, life is going to beat you down, as long as you don't stay down and you get back up. But life is going to beat you down. You have to have a why because you don't want to get to these nights where you're like, listen, I don't know why I'm doing this. I quit. I give up. Now you 8 bids in. You don't lost 8 bids. And if you would have kept going with that one more bid, you would have won. But you didn't have a why, right? Some people bid 2, 3 times and they're like, oh yeah, well, I quit. I gave it a try. It didn't work out. No, it didn't work out because you didn't have a why. Take accountability. Okay, it didn't work out because you don't know why you were doing it. That's why it didn't work out, right? So 7 levels deep exercise. Make sure that you do this exercise because I promise you it will help you. Okay, what I want for you is to win a government contract. Okay, start bidding today. All right, but figure out why first. Go on your local county website and pick a bid, middleman it, be the prime, learn about it. When I first started bidding on bids in my local county, all of them started to look the same. I'm not going to lie to you. After a while, I bid on so many that they look the same. And the same thing for New York. A lot of those bids look the same, and then you become familiar, and all these words start making sense. Things start making sense to you, right? You're like, oh, okay, I've seen this before. I know that this is going to I know what this means. I've done the research on it. Okay, I know what this document is. I know what that document is. You're going to start seeing things are very repetitive, right? But you can start bidding on a government contract today if you know your why. That will also help you move past the fear. It will help you move past the fear of how you are feeling and the fearful things that you are telling yourself because everything you're telling yourself is not true. Right? I was trying to blame the IRS. I was trying to blame the county. I was trying to blame the state. I didn't know why I wasn't winning until I really understood that it was my fault that I wasn't winning. I was bidding too high. I was missing paperwork. I was doing all these things that were like not helping me. Okay. I would lose one and I would learn from it. Right. I would follow all the steps that I had to follow. Okay. My master class is going to help you. All right. I did not go from zero to $300,000 in government contracts overnight. This is something that I learned with a strategy that works, a strategy that works. Because if you ask anybody, I'm just a small girl from Buffalo, New York, who's screaming "Go Bills" in the background. And I came from trucking to government contracting, and I'm successful, right? And I want you to be successful as well. I want you to win a government contract. I know it's possible for you. I know it's possible for you, and I'm going to continue to educate, inspire, and push you all the way through because I know that you can do it, right? So, the 7 level deep exercise, the link is in the description. Use it 10, 15 minutes for yourself, okay? And every single time you feel like quitting, use it, okay? I love you. Whatever you are thinking that is good, think bigger. Okay, if you love the link that I put in the description, comment. I always point this way, and my chat is over here. So comment on the video. Like, subscribe, share. Masterclass is July 24th. The 7 deep exercise, the link that's down in the description is free. Utilize it, work on it. And once you do, tell me what you learned about yourself, right? Like, subscribe, click the notification button every single time I go live. I was a little bit early tonight, but 9 p.m. Um, is usually my live time. But whatever you are thinking that is good, think bigger. Okay. Also, ask yourself, why am I doing this?